back to my channel. So today I have some new products to test out. I have something new from ALMAY. I have something new from COVERGIRL. I have something new from REVLON. So we are putting these three products to the test. I have the new ALMAY foundation, the best blend forever. The COVERGIRL Peacock Flare Mascara. The crazy little wheel by REVLON, which the actual name is, I believe, the liquid liner with an Exactify wheel tip. We're gonna go ahead and start with the ALMAY foundation. I have Porcelain, which is their lightest shade. I tend to go really light in the shades just because I am pretty gosh darn pale. So again, here are the shades in which they offer. Straight from their website, there is only 12 shades, and I am really sensing kind of a theme with the drugstore foundations. It seems like 12 is the magic number in which they launch for the new foundations, which it's kind of like, what? I say it every time. I have tried a few different drugstore foundations now. I'm kind of on a roll. I am on the hunt for the world's greatest foundation, which I've actually started a playlist, which is my foundation reviews. So if you are curious as to different foundations, check out my playlist. I am just gonna keep adding to it. I have quite a few more that are on the way. It's really the month of foundation in a way, or the year of foundation. It seems like so many foundations are coming out and you just can't keep up. But I am going to be attempting to try them all, so if you are curious, check out my playlist. I'm going to keep adding to it, probably weekly, you know, it just depends how many new foundations I can get my hands on, but just feel free to check that out. Alright, now to the claims of this bad boy right here. Of course, nothing on the bottle, but if you go on their website, it says it's supposed to be lightweight and creamy makeup plus moisturizer in one. It does also have SPF of 40, broad spectrum. It's packed with vitamins and botanicals for care as you wear. Oh man, okay, so I'm seeing here on the website, you know, it says buff blend, boom! Built-in blending tool helps buff skin to a beautiful finish. Try it 2 ways. Use it with a blender attached, or remove the blender and use a separate tool for even more control. Oh my god, I love it, yes. So as you guys can see, it does have a sponge tip applicator, which I never like. They are so annoying. They get dirty really fast. I mean, it just feels kind of gross in a way, because a foundation, I mean, you keep for quite a while. You can make it last for probably 3 months. And in 3 months' time, you never wash the sponge? Like, come on. Which I had just done the review on the Revlon Insta Filter Foundation, and this one had a sponge as well, so sponges are a theme. But this one, it does not say you can remove, so that one is kind of like meh. But if you want to see the review on that one, hit the little I, or I'll leave it linked down below. But let's open this up, and here's the little sponge. Let's see, can we remove you? Oh yeah, that was so easy. And then here you just have the little tip then, and you just squeeze out the product. Now, of course, I am going to be using it both ways. I always like to test it out anyway, just to give you guys a full review, see if it's actually good. If not, I don't have high hopes. But let's squish it back in. And really quickly, this is 1 fluid ounce that comes in here, so it is the standard amount, which is really good. Here is a very quick swatch of what Porcelain looks like, which I have some leftover from my fingertips. I'm gonna apply it. Don't want to waste any product. I have already primed my face. I used my Smashbox Photo Finish. This is my go-to. I love it. I haven't found anything else I love more. At least not yet. Alright, so let's attempt to use this little sponge. And if you just start pressing, it just pops right out onto the sponge. So let's get started. Alright, so I have done this entire half of the face using the little sponge that it comes with. I'm not a fan. It is very streaky. It honestly feels like I didn't even get much product on my face, and I squished out quite a bit. And it just feels like this sponge just soaked it all up, because it doesn't even look like any coverage. So let's remove the little sponge. I do believe on their website they were trying to say that you can take this off and then, you know, go in with more control using their sponge. But still, this sponge is a pass for me. Let's go ahead and squeeze some product out. I am gonna apply it using my equal sponge. I'll leave this half alone just for now, and then we can compare. All right, perfectly dotted. Man, I need a new sponge soon. Maybe it's my imagination, but the EcoTool sponge looked like it did the exact same thing as the little sponge top on here. And more than anything, really either soaked up the product or there wasn't really much coverage from the actual foundation itself. So here's the final test. I'm gonna go back over this side and I'm gonna use a brush. I'll be taking my Morphe Y7. And there is the brush side. I'm actually kind of leaning more towards the brush being the favorite way to apply this foundation. I felt like you got a little bit more coverage in a way. So I'm just gonna even myself out a little bit more. Okay, so here we have it, foundation fully on. Now, there's a couple things I want to mention. So my skin type is oily, and I'm noticing that it is kind of shiny. It doesn't say anywhere on here that it is a dewy finish. It could just be that since it is sunscreen in here, it could be just that shine from the sunscreen. We will see how that plays out. I do also want to mention that it does smell very heavy of sunscreen, so you can definitely tell, you know, it's a higher SPF in here. I am gonna be finishing up my face, gonna put on some concealer under the eyes, you know, contour, highlight, everything, and then we will be back to try out the rest of the products. And now I have finished up the rest of my makeup. It is currently 10:32 a.m. I decided to tell you guys the time now since I am going to be playing with two other products. I want to get the most time out of the foundation to tell you guys about it. And these might take me a while to talk about. We are going to talk about the Revlon Exactify Wheel Tip. Oh, it's Color Stay Exactify Liquid Liner. My bad. Open her up. I got number 101 Intense Black. Here is the tiny little crazy wheel tip applicator. It is so small. This one kind of went viral when MAC put out their little wheel liner. Gonna do a quick swatch. Oh wow, that is a very thin and precise line. We're gonna see how this wears, how it works, and all of that. I'm gonna zoom you guys a little bit closer. I'm gonna attempt to make a wing with this crazy little wheel liner. Well, I'm just gonna start by sketching it out. Wow, it feels so weird. You can feel how it's just gliding. Alright, there we are. We have a wing. Not exactly my favorite kind of wing day. It was kind of difficult getting used to this little wheel. I'm gonna finish up the other eye really quick and then I will be back to test out the mascara and then give you guys some of my thoughts. And now I have a wing on both eyes. I am now gonna switch to the CoverGirl Peacock Flare Mascara. It's a cute little design to the packaging. And here's what the wand looks like. It has little spirals kind of going around where there is kind of a lot of space in between them, so I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna work, but let's start applying. Now here it is on just this eye, and here it is without. It does seem like it is quite volumizing. It does look like it definitely gave it quite a lift. I haven't even curled my lashes, so that is pretty good. Okay, so now that I have both the liner and the mascara on, I am ready to tell you guys that the liner was kind of difficult to kind of get used to. It's definitely different since it is a wheel. You definitely have to make sure you are angling it right. It got a really nice straight line to start off the wing, which was really good. That can always be kind of tricky. And you could get it very precise in the inner corner, get it very thin. It was kind of difficult trying to run it across and get it even out here. I think that's gonna take some getting used to and kind of playing with it. And one thing I do want to mention, so this one is actually a shiny black. It's not going to be a eyeliner that is matte black. Typically, I go for the ones that are matte black because I just don't like anything really shiny on my eyelids unless it's like, you know, a shimmery shade or something like that. But we are going to see how it wears, if it transfers and all that. And then the mascara. I was honestly not mad at it. It really lengthened my lashes really quickly. I was kind of surprised. I'm not the biggest fan of the actual wand, but overall pretty pleasantly surprised by this mascara. I'm gonna wait about 4 hours now. I'm gonna kind of count it as I started at 10:30 because that's when I initially gave you guys the time for the foundation. But I will be back shortly with a check-in. Alright, so check-in time. It is currently 2:17 p.m. It is about 13 minutes off from the 4-hour check mark. And already, I hope that you guys can see this on camera, but I am looking like a grease ball already. The shine is all around my face, and I have even completely set my face with my new favorite powder. This is the RCMA one. I absolutely love it. It mattifies my face so beautifully, and every time I use it without fault, my face is always matte. It stays matte, but I am here at just the almost 4-hour mark and I am so shiny. I actually noticed it was starting to look very shiny around the 2.5 hour to the 3-hour mark. I was starting to glow. Like, I started off being very matte in the face, as you guys saw before I said my little exit. What I'm also noticing is a definite white cast. So I walked outside, I checked out in the lighting out there, and my face looked even more pale than it does with this foundation on. I'm gonna keep it going though. I mean, I'm gonna do a final check-in in a few more hours just so we can see the final result, how it's holding up. But the mascara and the Revlon Color Stay Exactify, these two are so far doing really well. The mascara has not transferred. It hasn't started to rub off underneath the eyes. It is still holding in place, so far so good. The Revlon Color Stay Exactify liner, it is also staying locked into place. I haven't had any transferring. That's the big thing in my book. If it's one of those liners that just transfers to the upper lid, it is just a no-go. But so far, locked into place. Very good. It is also supposed to be 24-hour wear. I didn't actually see that before, but it says it on the packaging. But that is the check-in so far. Oh my god, I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder and I'm so shiny. Oh. I will be doing a check-in in another couple hours and we are gonna see how it is looking there. So I will see you guys in just a second. Alright, and here we are at the final check-in. It is now 4:17 p.m. I've had this foundation on for approximately 6 hours now, and I'm not going to be able to keep it on any longer. I'm going to be heading to the gym, and I need to wipe all of this off. But I am definitely ready to give you guys my final opinions on the foundation. I don't feel like I need to leave it on for another 2 hours to tell you it because I already know my thoughts on these. So starting it off with the ALMAY Best Blend Forever foundation. So I can already tell you guys that this for oily skin is going to be a definite pass. I don't know if the camera is able to pick it up, but I look like a disco ball right now. And I had started getting early right around the 2 to 3 hour mark, and I feel like that is way too early for you to start getting oily already. I have foundations where I am able to stay looking kind of like healthy in the skin, keep the oils at bay for at least 7 hours, and then I will need to powder. And I feel like that's kind of the standard. I feel like 7 hours is okay. But for it to already start looking so oily, at that time it's like, no. The foundation also started breaking apart on my chin area. It started to fade quite a bit. My nose, the tip of my nose has also faded drastically, and I haven't been doing anything crazy. So the foundation is a no. Then moving on to the Revlon Color Stay Exactify Wheel Tip eyeliner. This has been locked into place all day. I haven't had any transferring to the upper lid, and it has been staying put. It does give you a very nice, precise line. I think this is a really cool product. It is definitely very unique. And this one is a winner in my book, and I would definitely recommend checking this one out. It was actually pretty fun also. And last but not least, we have the CoverGirl Peacock Flare Mascara. And the formula is actually really nice on this one. It really helped curl my lashes up. It has stayed in place. I haven't had any transferring onto my lower lash line, which is always what you want to look for in a mascara if it's going to start transferring after just a couple hours. The only thing is this gimmicky wand. I just felt like it was a little bit unnecessary. So 2 out of 3 products working out today, these 2 being yes, these are totally awesome, approved, and this one being a no for oily skin. That was it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe, share the video, come back for next one in a couple days. I post 2 beauty related videos twice a week, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!